One day, a young man was walking along a road on his journey from one village to another. As he walked, he noticed a monk working in the fields. The young man turned to the monk and said, "Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you a question?" "Not at all," replied the monk. "I am traveling from the village in the mountains to the village in the valley, and I was wondering if you knew what it is like in the village in the valley." "Tell me," said the monk. "What was your experience of the village in the mountains?" "Terrible," replied the young man. "I am glad to be away from there. I found the people most unwelcoming. So tell me, what can I expect in the village in the valley?" "I am sorry to tell you," said the monk, "but I think your experience will be much the same there." The young man lowered his head helplessly and walked on. A while later, a middle-aged man journeyed down the same road and came upon the monk. "I am going to the village in the valley," said the man. "Do you know what it is like?" "I do," replied the monk. "But first tell me about the village where you came from." "I've come from the village in the mountains," said the man. "It was a wonderful experience. I felt as though I was a member of the family in the village." "Why did you feel like that?" asked the monk. "The elders gave me much advice, and people were kind and generous. I am sad to have left there." "And what is the village in the valley like?" he asked again. "I think you will find it much the same," replied the monk. "I'm glad to hear that," the middle-aged man said, smiling, and journeyed on.